In the 6th season of Lucifer, we got a new character in the series, Rory Morningstar, the daughter of Lucifer Morningstar and Chloe Decker, from the future with Brianna Hildebrand. And today we're gonna talk about her fate in the series, everything that was happening around her, and how the series has handled her. All you have to do is sit back and enjoy.
Please don't go. I love you.
Who is Rory? The 6th season picks up a few weeks after the cliffhanger in the 5th season's finale after Lucifer became God. However, we were all witnesses to the devil stalling things out to his full ascension of becoming the Almighty. His life presented him with a curveball when Rory Morningstar, his daughter, arrived from the future to kill him nonetheless. Rory, as we said, is Lucifer and Chloe's daughter and a half-sister of Trixie Espinoza, as she's Chloe's daughter with her ex-husband Dan Espinoza. She grew up hating her father because he mysteriously vanished before she was even born. She's a half-angel with black and red wings made of razor-sharp feathers and has the ability to time travel. She returned to Lucifer's 2020 present to kill him, but unlike his evil twin brother Michael, Rory cut to the chase. Not wanting to deal with all the deceitful games Michael has done in the past. Her introduction into the series as one of the pivotal characters seemed weird, but the smart writing paired with a charismatic performance from Brianna Hildebrand made this move pay off. And the viewers were very quick on their feet to see that Rory, with all her characteristics, is the daughter of the devil and the detective.
Finally. After all these years I've spent hating you for what you did to me, finally, I can have my revenge.
How time travel works in Lucifer. Before we move on forward and talk about Rory's fate in the series and everything that led to her confronting her father by going back in time, we would like to say a few words about how time travel in the series even works, because it's a little bit trickier than what you might be used to. And without further ado, let's jump right in. The first thing we should mention is that our ability to time travel isn't voluntary. All the angels in Lucifer can develop both abilities and effects if they set their minds on it, with a prime example being Michael's chip on his shoulder. Literally became so heavy that it ruined his posture. In the same way, Rory's fixation on her father's abandonment caused her to travel to the moment before he left her, and to reverse the effects of some particular development in their lives, they have to get to the root of their inner conflict. Hence, Rory can't time travel at will.
I want to remember you like this. This is perfect.
Now, with Rory stuck in the past, not having the resolve to go back to where she came from, she puts the idea of abandonment into Lucifer's head. He scrambles to find every way possible to avoid it. For a brief moment, it seems destiny does force Lucifer to die or disappear the exact moment Rory believes he would, with Lucifer finding himself forced to exit his self-appointed quarantine and risk his life to save Rory from Dan's murderer in Season 5, Vincent Lemecq. But since the two survived the encounter, it becomes apparent that now they have the chance to change the future. Lucifer also finds out that Dan found his salvation and that Vincent himself is going to hell despite his desires for redemption. This is also the moment Lucifer realizes that he needs to go to hell and devote himself to a full-time job to the redemption of the souls within. And this needs to be permanent, as it would allow Rory to grow angry at his absence and eventually travel to the past to allow to the past with all events happening yet again. Therefore, the time loop has been renewed, and Rory's self-actualization, with her ability to time travel, coming back to her return to the future, her present, where everything has already been set in stone. We know it is somewhat confusing, but when you think about it, it all makes sense. Every decision and every sacrifice Lucifer makes is for Rory and Chloe, and everything they've been through to be worth it. Hopefully, we cleared up your head at least a little bit about how time travel works in the series, and why everything that happened panned out in the way it did.
You have my word.
Well, I love you.
Rory's fate. When Rory first appeared in the trailer for the 6th season, many of the fans knew already that she's not fully human as she spread her wings, thus marking her as an angel, which would make her a sibling of Lucifer. Just like all the other angels in the series before her, with Rory probably being his sister and eventually the main villain of the season, given the hostility of her first impression. Her real relationship with Lucifer turned out to be entirely different for him, for the show, and for heaven itself. As we said before, she's the biological offspring of Lucifer and Chloe, which we knew was possible as Amenadiel and Linda had a baby together, Charlie. Lucifer doesn't recognize her at first, but his confusion at seeing an unfamiliar angel only deepens when she knows who he is, and when she tells him that he hates him for what he did to her, enough hatred built up inside her to want to kill him. At first, she's dismissed by Lucifer when she tells him that she's his daughter. He spends an entire episode tracking his sex partners to account for Rory's claims, whether they're true or not. And although he can't identify her mother, he believes her anyway, with Rory getting the mystery to another level when she comes face to face with Chloe and calls her mom.
These wings are they're one of a million wonderful, powerful things that you gave me.
The whole situation was strange for Lucifer, as he couldn't digest the fact that his daughter can time travel, an ability he has never seen before, which has been manifested by Rory's self-actualization as an aftermath of everything she's been through to that moment. This is Rory's first time traveling in the past, and all she knows about what caused it is that she was experiencing deep despair and anger at her beloved mother's deathbed in her presence in the future. And it was her father's absence at the time, in fact, throughout her entire life, never there for her, not even when she needed him the most. A new side of Lucifer can be seen in Rory's eyes as he's trying so hard to prove that he cares about her, and although Rory's tough facade begins to crack as both Lucifer and Rory bond, she insists on the fact that the future cannot be changed, with Lucifer being destined to leave before she's even born. Lucifer's quest to find out why he would abandon his child and mother after millennia of hating his father for doing the same thing to him, no less, culminates in the revelation that Rory is the one who asked him to do it. Her rage, in combination with the strong self that she developed through Chloe's parenting, was the reason that kicked off a chain of events that led to her father making a painful and selfless choice that will save countless damned souls. To keep that choice intact in the present, Rory needs to hold on to her emotional catalyst from the future. By the time Chloe's pregnancy with Rory is confirmed, his love for her is so strong that he wants nothing more to stay on Earth and be part of her upbringing. The only way, however, for him to find the resolve to go through with this plan is to reform hell is out of respect for Rory making her own choice, a choice of hers made by many decisions and feelings throughout her life, just as Lucifer's choices and decisions, all of them leading him to what he has become. In the end, we were witnesses of what Aurora Morningstar is, nothing that Lucifer fans were expecting, but everything that Lucifer needed.
Hi, Mom.
On a related note, tell us down in the comments below what do you think about Rory in the series, and what has been the crucial moment of her in the series that got to you the most. And also don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Loves you back. I hope that you know now that he feels the exact same way about you.